What's up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now this is my second video on my YouTube channel. My first video was about my mom's birthday. Now, my mom passed away last year on July 23rd from a heart attack. She died in her sleep. So I decided to put together a video of her previous birthdays and just about things that she did throughout the time that she was living. And it turned out to be a great video. So my channel is going to be about story times of my previous jobs, story times of my previous experiences with my friends, ex-girlfriends, etc. And I'm also going to have vlogs as well about my everyday life and just vlogs about my job. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Now, this story time is about my experience at Long John Silver's. Now, I used to work at Long John Silver's as a manager. I worked there for 4.5 years. I had some good days and I had some bad days, but I do miss it. I haven't worked there like in 1.5 years, and I kind of miss the routine that I used to do there. I miss my customers. I gained some friendships while working there, but I'm just gonna tell you guys about 3 stories that happened at Long John Silver's. Now, the first story is about the corn. Now, it was during Lent. Now, Lent is the busiest time of the year at Long John Silver's. During Lent, we have like cars around the building, people just coming in packs at Long John Silver's, and it's mostly Catholics too. Like, they have like the cross on their foreheads. And this one night, I'll never forget it. This happened like back in 2012, I believe. I was at the drive-thru, right? It was a long day. I didn't even have a break. I think it was around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. I'm already hungry, and I'm hot because it's hot in the kitchen because, we have 5 fryers going in. It was like 10 workers working. Then we got customers coming in and out. So it's burning hot. Then it's smoky in there too. So I'm already frustrated, and I really had to, remain professional. Now, mind you, I was not a manager at this time. I was just a regular cashier at the time, and I was working my way up to be a manager. And so I had great customer service skills, but this night, my customer service skills went out the freaking window. Like, I'm just telling you, my customer service skills, when 8 o'clock rolled around, I said, okay, how can I help you? Yeah, you want an 8-piece family meal? Okay. I was just like that. It wasn't that the customers getting on my nerves. Okay, I'm lying. The customers was getting on my nerves a little bit. But it was this one guy. He came through the drive-thru. He ordered a 16-piece family meal, 16-piece all fish. And his side orders, I don't really remember what his 4 size was, but I do remember that he had corn on one of them. And the reason how I can remember this order so clearly is because he threatened me. So I'm just collecting the money, I'm making the drinks and everything, and I have my manager. Now, the store manager, I'm not going to say his real name. I'm going to call him Mr. Freddie. So Mr. Freddie was a store manager at this particular Long John Silver's, and he used to mess up everybody's order, and he calls me unprofessional. He says that I'm not qualified to be a manager, but yet you're the manager and you making more mistakes than I'm the cashier. Oh, okay, all right, yeah. So anyway, he was dishing out the order. He had the box. He put the 16-piece fish in there. He put the 16 hush puppies that came with it. And he put the 3 sides in there. He was missing one family side. So before this customer came up to the window, every time he'll hand me the bag, I'll check to see if everything was in there. But this particular order, I didn't check it because he was rushing me. And he was an African guy, so he had an accent. He said, "Charles, we have to move the line. We don't have time for you to check. The line is around the building." And I said, "Okay, Mr. Freddie, but I have to check to see if everything in there, because I don't want the customers coming back." Because the customers kept on coming back saying, "Hey, I just came through the drive-thru. I ordered 12-piece fish. All I got was 8 pieces of fish. I'm missing 4 pieces of fish." I'm like, really? I'm like, "Mr. Freddie, you need to, give these people, make sure everything's in the bag." "Oh, no, Charles, it's your job to check everything." But when I'm checking this particular order, he rushed me. "Charles, everything is in here." I said, "Okay, cool. Everything in there, cool." So I give the bag to the customer, and I always ask the customers, "What kind of sauces would you like?" We have all kinds of sauces at Long John Silver. We have ketchup, tartar sauce, cocktail sauce, malt vinegar, lemon packets, just all kinds of sauces. So I'm asking the customers, what kind of sauce would you like? Charles, just throw it in the bag. Just throw it in the bag. I'm like, okay, Mr. Freddy, okay. I'm just asking the customer what kind of sauce they want me. That's customer service. You say customer service is the most important skill that you have to have while doing drive-thru, right? So I'm just doing what you're telling me to do. I'm asking the customer what kind of sauces. Charles, just throw anything in there. I said, okay, cool. So I just threw ketchup and tartar sauce in there, you know, the usual sauces that most customers order. So I gave the bag to the customer. This dude, he was like a big dude. He was all tatted up. He looked like a thug. He looked like one of those thugs, you know, that sell drugs. I'm not knocking people that sell drugs. You know, if you sell drugs, that's your business. You know, I'm not knocking. But this how that customer looked, you know. Looks can be deceiving. I should be judging him, but, you know, I judged him at the time. But that's how he looked to me. So he asked me, he say, is everything in a bag? We're going to edit that part out. My exact words to the customer when he asked me was everything in the bag was, I'm not sure, sir, but you can check it yourself to see because I didn't make your order. I didn't mean to come off as rude. I don't know if that kind of sound rude. If it sound rude to you guys, comment below. You know, let me know if I sounded rude with that, but I didn't think that I sounded rude. So he was like, okay, cool. So he looked in the bag and then he was like, all right, appreciate you, bro. He drive up like 5 feet and then he stopped. So the car behind him didn't even move because they saw that he didn't move all the way up. And so I'm looking out the window like, did his car stop? So I'm opening up the drive-thru window like, is he having car problems or something? I know he was in line for a while. Is he having car problems? So he backs up. I said, oh God, don't tell me Mr. Freddy forgot something. And he say, you know, I don't want to cuss in this video, but I'm going to just say these cuss words because that's what he say. But I'm not trying to curse on these videos, but I'm just tell you guys what he said. He backed up. He say, you lied to me, you son of a, everything getting in the bag. You told me everything was in the goddamn bag. Everything getting in the bag. I said, hold on. I'm already mad. Look, I didn't get a break. I'm hungry. I'm hot. I'm thirsty. I'm ready to go home. So this one customer just ticked me off. And I say, hold on, sir. I didn't tell you everything was in the bag. I told you that I was not sure. I said, but you can check it to make sure yourself. Those are my exact words to you. Man, I'm missing my corn. I want my MF corn right now. And I'm like, okay, sir. But don't disrespect me. Don't curse at me. I say, you know, I deserve the same respect that I'm giving you. You should give it to me. Man, I've been in line for an hour. I said to myself, well, if you in line for over 30 minutes, common sense will tell you go to another location, go to somewhere else and eat. But I didn't tell him this. I'm thinking this. Because I'm not finna wait longer than 30 minutes. I'm going to say, okay, deuces, I can catch them next time on a slow down. I'll go to Whataburger. It was a Whataburger right across the street. So he missing 4 pieces of corn. So he's like, man, you nigga, I'm going to blow your head up. I was like, hold on, I know you didn't just call me a nigga. I know you just called me a nigga. So Mr. Freddy comes over. Charles, what's the problem? What's the problem, Charles? I say, you forgot the corn. And now he threatened to blow my head off. Charles, see, that's why I don't like you working your drive-thru. What you talking about? I didn't mess up on the order. You did, Mr. Freddy. And when I was trying to check the order, you say, no, Charles, we had to move the line. The line is around the building. So that was one story about the corn incident. Now I'm going to tell you guys about the story about when I walked out of Long John Silver's during Lent. Now this was in 2013. Now it was busy. I was a manager at the time. I had made manager like a few months after that other story I was telling you about. So this particular story was me walking out. And let me tell you why I walked out. I didn't just walk out because it was busy. I can handle it if it's busy. I used to work at Chick-fil-A. I can handle a busy day. And I worked at Papa Seafood, so it's busy. It being busy didn't have nothing to do with me walking out. I walked out because my manager, Mr. Freddy, was just working my nerves, and he had struck that last nerve, and I was getting ready to just bop him upside his head, but I knew that if I would have bopped him upside his head, I would have lost my job, and he would have filed charges, so it wasn't, you know, it wouldn't even been worth, you know, bopping him upside the head. So I'm at the drive-thru, right guys? I'm at the drive-thru this particular Lent Friday. And the customer's real nice and everything, and we had started off the shift just fine. We had plenty of fish, we had plenty of shrimp, we had plenty of fries, we had more than enough product. I said, okay, cool, we're gonna have a good shift, we're not gonna run out of food, we're gonna have a good day. So the two cooks there, I'm not gonna say their real names because they might be watching this. So I'm gonna just make up a name. It was two cooks that was working on this particular Friday. And the cook's name, one of the cooks' name, we're gonna call him Joey. Joey was one of the cooks. He was the morning cook, and Joey could not work past 6 o'clock because he lived far away. He lived like 45 minutes away, so he had to catch 2 buses to leave. So he couldn't work past 6 o'clock. And we had another cook. His name was Alfredo. That's the name that I'm making up. That's not his real name. So he came in like around 5 or 6 o'clock because he used to work at an office downtown. So after he got off of work from his office job, he'll come in and he'll be relieving Joey so Joey could go home and so we can have another cook. So Joey was the morning cook. Mr. Freddie told Joey to break a case of fish because the fish come in a case. So we literally, it come like in a rectangle, like a big old rectangle, and we gotta break them up into like 5 pieces, and that's like 5 pieces of fish, and it's like 75 pieces of fish to a tub. So it's 300 pieces of fish in the whole case. So I don't know how many cases of fish that we were down to around 5 o'clock when Joey was getting ready to go home. So Mr. Freddie had told Joey, he said, okay, Joey, before you go home, make sure you break that case of fish. And so Joey had went to the freezer, and Mr. Freddie was so, preoccupied with the customers, with filtering the grease and everything. So he didn't hear Joey say, Mr. Freddie, this is our last case of fish. Do you want me to break it? So Mr. Freddie gonna get an attitude with Joey. He gonna say, Joey, what did I tell you? Break the case of fish. Yes, but Mr. Freddie, we're down to the last case. Why? Just break it, ho. Just break it, Joey. Just break the case of fish. So, I heard Joey say that we were down to our last case of fish. It was 5 o'clock. And so it didn't click to me that I was like, okay, so that's the last case of fish in there. And we have more fish in the refrigerator in the front. So I'm like, okay, it's 5 o'clock. We don't close till 11 o'clock. So maybe there'll be enough fish to get through the day. Or maybe Mr. Freddie going to call another store and ask them if they can bring us a case of fish. So I thought he did that because he went to the office and he was on the phone. I said, okay, so maybe Mr. Freddie heard Joey say that was the last case of fish in the freezer that he was breaking. And maybe he called in another Long John Silver's to ask one of the team leaders to bring us another case. Okay, cool. He getting on it. Mr. Freddie getting on the job because it's Lent Friday and we busy. I said, okay, he got it. So I'm still at the drive-thru. I still got a line. It wasn't really that busy at the time. I think I had about 5 cars at the drive-thru, and it was like a few people inside, because they had died down. So we didn't get hits around 6 o'clock. So Joey brought that last case of fish, and he was like, okay, you guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. So that's when Alfredo came in from his job. And, when he came in, I'm not lying to you guys, as soon as he came in, all the customers came in right behind him. So it was like he brought in a rush when he came in for his shift. I was like, oh, God, we finna be busy. So I'm at the drive-thru. Everything going smooth. I'm like, okay, I'm getting the orders in and out. And I was working with the team leader. It was a team leader. I'm not going to use her real name. I'm going to call her Jennifer. So I'm working with Jennifer at the drive-thru. And me and Jennifer, we a good team. So we getting the orders in and out. She asking, Charles, what you got to drive through? So I'm letting her know, ringing everything up, saying, here, Jennifer, that's on the board. I need an 8-piece family meal right here. I got 3 number ones. She said, okay, I got you, Charles, I got you. So, everything going smooth. Joey, he gone. So Alfredo, he keeping up with the orders. So I'm like, okay, everything going good. And to be honest with you, Joey was a terrible cook there. I'm not trying to talk about him, but he was a horrible cook at Long John Silver's. Alfredo was a better cook. He was on it. He knew. We didn't have to keep on telling him, oh, Alfredo, we need more fish. Oh, Alfredo, we need more chicken. He knew what we needed because he knew how to read the board. So, everything was really going smooth. So tell me around 8 o'clock, we had ran out of fish in the front. So the only fish that we had left was the fish that was on the window. So Alfredo tells Mr. Freddie, say, hey, Mr. Freddie, we down to, we down to our last tub of fish. And, I just cooked this last batch of fish. The only fish that we have left is the fish that's on the window. And he said, okay, no problem, Alfredo. Just go to the freezer and break another case of fish. And so I'm thinking to myself, well, a few hours ago, Joey told Mr. Freddie that we were down to our last case of fish. And he barked at him saying, okay, just break it. So he got on the phone in the office and he was talking to somebody. And I thought that he was calling another Long John Silver's to bring us some more fish. But I never saw a team leader bring us no more fish from another Long John Silver. So when Alfredo said that we were down to our last tub of fish, and the only fish that we have left is the fish that's up at the window, and he told Alfredo to go to the freezer and break another case of fish, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I didn't see the team leader bring the fish, so maybe it's just a magical case of fish in the freezer. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he gonna go to the freezer and break that case of fish. Hopefully it's still there, because I didn't see another manager bring it. So Alfredo walked to the freezer. He come back, Mr. Freddy, there's no more fish in the freezer. So Mr. Freddy was like, what? You got to be kidding me. So he walked on over to the freezer, and he walked out. Oh my word, you're right. There's no more fish. And so what I said, and he said I was talking back, I say, well, Mr. Freddy, when Joey had got that last case of fish, he told you that, hey, Mr. Freddy, we're down to our last case of fish, and you told him to break the case of fish. That's what you told him. Just no, all you want to do is argue. I said, no, Mr. Freddy, I'm telling you what you told Joey. You told him to break the case of fish, and I thought that you was calling another store to bring it. See, Charles, you're supposed to be a manager here, and a manager's not supposed to act like that. I said, act like what? I said, I'm just telling you that we ran out of, oh, just forget it, just forget it. So he barking at me and everything, and the next thing you know, we ran out of shrimp. I said, okay, now we ran out of fish, and we ran out of shrimp. I said, okay, Mr. Freddy, can we start shutting it down now, because we ran out of seafood, and this is Long John Silver's. He said, Charles, just suggest the chicken. I said, chicken? This is Lent Friday. They want fish and shrimp. Charles, just talk to the customers and tell them that we just run out. Okay. So a lady pulled up. I'm sorry, ma'am. What did you order? The lady said, I ordered a 16-piece fish. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we just ran out. She said, why didn't you tell me that when we was at the speaker? Well, the thing about that is you were already past the speaker and you already had ordered, and I didn't get notified that we ran out of fish until you was already past the speaker. Well, give me my money back. I asked fish and I want my fish right now. So she barking at me. And I can understand her frustrations, because if I was in drive-thru at Long John Silver's and I was craving for some fish and I wait a long time and I place some order and I'm still waiting and I get up to the window and the cashier tells me that there's no more fish, I'm going to be pissed. So, you know, I'm not talking about the customer about her being pissed, but I can understand why she was pissed, because I'll be pissed too. So I say, hey, Mr. Freddy, she don't want chicken. She said she want fish. She said she want her money back. You see, Charles, that's why I don't like you working at the drive-thru, because you don't know how to handle the customers. What you talking about? What you want me to do? Pull fish out of my butt or something? I can't. Ain't no fish here. We ran out of fish. You know what, Charles? If you want to have that attitude, you can clock out and go home. I said, okay, you ain't got to tell me more than one time. Right, cool. So I went over. I counted down my register. And I just walked out. I say, bye. I said, here go your keys. Here go my team leader shirt. I said, I don't need this. I got Chick-fil-A. I don't need to work for you. So Jennifer was mad. So Jennifer ran out there. Charles, don't quit. Don't quit. I got to start my vacation in 3 weeks. I can't have you quit. I need you to work so I can take my vacation. Can you quit after my vacation over? So she's stubborn. She don't think about her vacation. And me being a dummy, I said, okay, Jennifer, I'll stay for you. So basically, she was just using me. And that leads me over to my third and final story of this video. The team leader that stole $35 out of my register. Okay, so this particular story is going to shock you guys. And the team leader that stole the money out was Jennifer, the lady that wanted her vacation. I can see why she wanted her vacation, because she was tired of working at Long John Silver's. So, I was a manager. This was, I think this was like a few months past that Lent incident when I walked out. I walked out, got my job back, came back because she went on vacation. But this particular story, I was the closer manager that night. It was me and Alfredo working that night. So I made sure I counted my register down. I made sure $100 was in my register when I counted down. Money wasn't missing at all. It was no money missing at all. It was $100. My register came out perfect. So the next morning we had a meeting. So at the meeting, everything going good. I forgot what the meeting was about. It was about something I don't even remember. But, I went to the meeting. Then after the meeting, I was going to a job interview because, I was trying to get a job at KFC Taco Bell. So after my job interview, I get a phone call on my phone. So I'm like, oh, okay, Mr. Freddie calling. What's going on? Maybe he called me to come to work because I was supposed to work at 5 o'clock that evening. It was at 11 o'clock. So I answer the phone. I say, hey, Mr. Freddie, what's going on? He say, Charles, I need you to come down to the store right away. I said, okay. Well, I'll come to the store. I just left there. I mean, I had a meeting. I just left there. I'll come back, you know. I don't know. Maybe something happened. Maybe the stove got caught on fire or something. I don't know. So I came back to the store. Jennifer and Mr. Freddie was standing behind the register. He said, Charles, have a seat right here. I said, okay. So I sit on down and everything. He say, okay, Charles, you're a team leader, right? Last time I checked, yeah, I've been a team leader for the past year and a half. I think I'm a team leader, yep. Okay, Charles, I'm going to cut to the chase. Your register came up $35 short. I said, no, it didn't. I said, how did it come up $35 short? I didn't even work today. He said, no, last night when you closed. You need to learn how to count the money right, Charles. I said, what you talking about? I do count the money right. It was $100. No, it wasn't, Charles. Count the money. Just count the money right here. So I counted the money. It was $65 in my register. I said, what the? I said, Jennifer, can you count this money again? So she counted again. $65. I say, no, that ain't right. I say, no. I said, open up the safe. Open up the safe. So we opened up the safe. The money not even in there. I said, what happened to the other $35? Mr. Freddie say, oh, I don't know, Charles. You tell me. You were the closing manager last night. You need to stop stealing. What are you stealing? What? What? I didn't steal nothing. Okay, just give me the $35 and we'll forget that this never happened. Give you the $35? I'm not giving you 35 cents. I'm not giving you something I didn't take. So I'm like, you know, if that's the case, I can just quit. You know, I don't need this. And so I say, here go your keys. You can have these keys. Oh, see, you want to quit because you know you're guilty. So I'm all in his face and everything. I shouldn't have been in his face. I could have got fired for. I really didn't care at this point. Right now, my blood was boiling. So I'm in his face. I said, you know what? Step outside. Come on outside and step. You know, I can't believe I did that. I don't really act like that, but he got me to that point because I don't like being accused of something that I didn't do. So to make a long story short, I think like a month after that, I had quit. I quit for like a week. Then I came back. We had a meeting. He wrote me up for insubordination. And then I went to another Long John Silver's to pick up product for him. So when I picked up product, I asked the store manager over there, I'm going to call her, what can I call her? I'm going to call her Janet. So I asked the store manager, Janet, I said, hey Janet, do you need any team leaders over here because Mr. Freddie not treating me right? She said, yeah, I do need a team leader. She said, whenever I have a meeting, I'll tell the general manager that, you know, I need you over here to work. I said, yeah, because Mr. Freddie not treating me right. He accused me of taking $35 out the drawer. I didn't take nothing. So a week after that, I got transferred to another location. I didn't get transferred to Janet's location. I got transferred to, I'm going to call her Emily. So I got transferred to Emily's location. So I was working for Emily. And I was working for her for about a good 2 weeks. And then Mr. Freddie called me. Charles, I need to apologize to you. I'm like, apologize for what? I'm clueless. I don't know what he apologized for. You remember the $35 that was missing out of your drawer? I said, yeah. Well, I know you didn't take it. It was Jennifer that took it. I said, it was? I'm shocked. I didn't realize that she did it. He said, yes, I caught her on the camera. She stole $65 out of my register. I say, what? I owe you an apology. So to make a long story short, I talked to Jennifer. I said, hey Jennifer, Mr. Freddie said that you stole money out of his drawer. She said, I sure did. I gotta pay my rent. He cut my goddamn hours. I gotta pay rent. So yeah, I sure did. Take the money. I sure did. And I ran up. I ain't coming back. I said, well, Jennifer, can you give me the $60 that you owe me? I got you, Charles. This is in 2013. It is now 2016. I still don't have my $65. So I really hope that she enjoyed that $65. I haven't seen her ever since she stole the money. Well, those are my three stories, my three Long John Silver stories. I hope you guys enjoyed these three stories. I'm not trying to bash Long John Silver's or anything, but I'm just, just telling you guys stories about my previous experiences at Long John Silver. So if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share to your friends who love Long John Silver's. Just spread the word, guys. And I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.